I am a big fan of movies, and today I want to talk about one that I've liked since I was 11 or 12 called Savannah Smiles. This won't be a deep dive into the movie, it's more a personal reflection on why I connected to it so much as a kid and still do even to this day. The pacing on this movie is probably difficult for modern audiences to tolerate, but movies back then were less frenetic and took their time. The movie was made in 1982 and was written and produced by the star of the movie, Mike Miller, based on aspects of his own life with abuse as a child. Miller plays the role of Alvy, a man serving time in prison for armed robbery at the start of the movie. The film opens with a comical jailbreak by his crime partner Bootsy, played by Donovan Scott. After the escape from the prison work camp, we learn Alvy was set to be released in a few days, and now he is a wanted fugitive. So you can see this is a comedy, but it's also a heartfelt drama. The opening credits roll as the two hitch a ride in the back of a truck. The kids in the truck are laughing back at them, and Alvy flashes back to a childhood memory of children taunting him. This triggers Alvy, and he and Bootsy get kicked out. There is more comedic hijinks as the two try to steal a chicken from a couple of farmers and are nearly shot, then wind up having to eat roadkill in a ditch culvert for dinner. Later, they try to rob a desolate grocery store and walk away with barely anything. The movie paints a picture of two men society sees as garbage, and maybe rightfully so. We now get introduced to Savannah, played by Bridget Anderson. She is a very young girl from a wealthy family, except she isn't happy. Her father is running for Senate, and the mother and father don't have time for her. So she is watched by the maid, or left alone to watch TV. This is where she gets the idea to run away. So the next day during a party, she crawls into another family's car as they leave to a park. Then she crawls into the back of Alvy and Bootsy's car as they are out stealing purses. The two leave the park with Savannah in the car. When they find her, they try to take her back and drop her off, but by that time the parents have called the cops, and the park is full of them, so they drop Savannah off and drive away. She runs after them. This is when Alvy has another flashback to being a kid, and him running after a truck and being left behind. So he stops the car and Savannah jumps in, and they take off. They find an abandoned house and hide out. The parents contacted the FBI by now and are working with them to get Savannah back. The father is worried this will look bad for his Senate campaign run, so is seemingly more concerned about that than Savannah. Alvy calls the parents and asks for a ransom when he finds out Savannah is from a rich family. This is where the movie really starts to shine. Alvy is a hard man that sees this as an opportunity to change his life finally, and Bootsy just kind of goes along with it. Bootsy is good with Savannah, and while Alvy is out trying to work out the ransom, Bootsy plays dress-up and fantasy games with her. She is having the time of her life, playing and getting the attention she desperately needed. Bootsy even steals a rubber duck for her to use in the bath, and she loves it, even though at her home she had more toys than she could ever use. Bridget Anderson did such an amazing job in this role. You can see how smart she was in real life to pull off such a complex role at such a young age. I wish her real life had a better outcome. If you haven't seen this movie, give it a try. I found it online on YouTube for free. From here on out, I'll spoil the movie beyond the initial setup, because what I've described really is the setup to the movie. This is a movie about rejected people healing through healthy connection. No big surprise, but eventually Alvy softens his heart and grows to love Savannah. Really seeing these three people form such a loving connection is what makes the movie. Seeing Alvy play with Savannah and the joy he gets at just seeing her smile. Seeing Savannah smile at the love and attention she gets from Alvy and Bootsy. In the end, Savannah is reunited with her parents, and you get the idea that the mom is going to leave the dad, and the mom has a new appreciation for Savannah. Bootsy and Alvy are not killed, but they are arrested. It's a very sad ending because you know Alvy and Bootsy will spend the rest of their lives in jail. The movie ends with Savannah waving goodbye to Bootsy and Alvy from the back of a car. Bootsy says, "I hope no one tells her we are the bad guys." Alvy responds, "It won't make no difference." Meaning she saw them for who they were when no one else could. She saw two loving people that loved her and appreciated her. You see that Alvy is a changed man. He was dead inside before, but now he has learned to love. He has healed from his past. This is reflected in a closing scene where Alvy imagines that the truck carrying the kids into town from his childhood stops to let him on, and the kids welcome him with open arms. This is what Alvy needed, was love and acceptance. How different would his life have been if he had received that, instead of what we can only imagine he went through as a child? Just to tie everything together, this movie spoke to me as a young kid. I don't think I understood why back then. I probably identified with Savannah and her needing love and wanting to find it also. To find a supportive, loving family that didn't abuse me and loved me for who I was. The movie kept resonating as I got older and saw more of myself in Alvy. This man that life had broken, but there was still something inside him that couldn't be completely crushed. His salvation in the end, despite knowing he will never see Savannah again and will die in prison, he will die having felt loved, and he has healed from a past of neglect and abuse. He has rescued his inner child through Savannah. I have been trying to connect to my own sadness the past few days and grieve a bit, so it's no wonder I thought of this movie. This is a beautiful film. Do yourself a favor and give it a watch. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. One last thing, here is a quote from the main song of the movie called "When Savannah Smiles." "Smile away all the sadness, find me a home, away from the madness I've always known. I'm tired of being afraid and alone, so smile, Savannah, smile." If you like this video and are interested in healing from CPTSD, I have more videos you can watch. If you want to help me keep making them, you can make a donation to the link below. Thank you, and I hope we can all find the kind of healing Alvy, Bootsy, and Savannah found.